All right, let's get into Friday feedback. Wow. Some extraordinarily aggressive and hateful comments this week, reinforcing the idea that MAGA is unchained and unfettered and unrestrained and uninhibited and all of those things. All right, let's get into it. Remember that you can email info@davidpakman.com if you have something to say. Sometimes we will look at posts from our subreddit or Twitter replies or YouTube comments, TikTok messages. It's all fair game. But we start today. I'm sure this is such a nice person to have in your family. The aristocratic utensil on Twitter responded to our video about the plans of MAGA to destroy progressive media and says, "Listen here, you dork. We hate you because you're evil. And yes, I would gleefully watch all progressive media die. You are objectively a festering cancer." This is what they think about progressive independent media. This is what they think. And when I told you that they are gleefully awaiting our demise, some of you thought I was exaggerating. I was not. There is a movement that wants all of us to disappear and go away so that they can get their Kash Patels and Matt Gaetz although Matt Gaetz said he's stepping down, those types of people into power and do whatever the hell they want. Because when you're MAGA, they just let you do it, as Trump likes to say. We have to make sure that they're not in a position where they can get away with any of it. And part of it, I know some people don't like to hear it, part of it is supporting media on our side. Purple 1984 Rain has a different message and says, "Democracy dies with apathy." Democracy dies with apathy. And I think that that's absolutely right. And there is a sort of moral hazard, self-selection bias sort of thing where, on the one hand, the people most likely to make the positive change are rightly demoralized by the fact that Republicans won almost everything a few weeks ago. But I can assure you that it can get worse. As bad as it is probably going to get, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it can get much, much, much worse. Okay, reaction to my interview with Stephen Kenneth Destiny Bennell II and Cenk Uygur, where we discussed their views on what went wrong and the future direction of the Democratic Party. The reaction from Rubin's block list is, why would any of these three care what the left is doing? None of them are on the left. And this is, of course, the classic gatekeeping that is the worst of the worst of the worst of the left. When we start with this stuff, they just win. And it is so demoralizing to see this stuff and realize that if you say, I mean, listen, guys, I don't claim to be the metric by which being on the left is judged. As I've said before, I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. I'm a social democrat. It's a form of well-regulated capitalism. To the socialists and communists, I'm not on the left. What I can tell you is that between myself, Stephen Kenneth Destiny Bennell II, and Cenk Uygur, a damn huge swath of the left is covered. Are there people to our respective rights that are still nominally on the left? Yes. Are there people to our lefts which are part of the left? Yeah, although sometimes they go so far that I wouldn't even call it the left. But if we aren't just recognizing things for what they are, you don't have to like me or Destiny or Cenk. But no matter your view on populist economic rhetoric, no matter your view on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, I mean, on so many issues, it's a range here. And if you're still gatekeeping by saying none of us has anything to do with what the predominant views of the left are, I don't know what you think the left is, my friend. Let me put it that way. All right, Troy Peterson responded on YouTube and says, "Bro, I know you're not from America. That's the wrong you're. Here's someone giving me English lessons with the wrong you're. Bro, I know you're not from America, but you speak English very well. But are you not able to say truth social instead of troth social? Well, I say it the way Trump said it, remember?
Troth social.
Yeah. If Trump can't say the name of his own social media platform correctly, why the hell should I have to? No, I do appreciate the correction. I will give you one correction. It's YOU apostrophe RE. But it's just a joke. It's just a little joke because that's how Trump said it. All right. Don't get too upset. Roger Null says about my forthcoming book, what's it like buying up 3,500 copies of your own book, David? Yeah. You know, here's a little inside baseball on book publishing. So I won't bore you with this, but I do have a forthcoming book called The Echo Machine, and close to 4,000 people have pre-ordered it. It's actually a commonly done thing to buy a ton of copies of your own book. The problem is that the systems that rank book sales disqualify huge bulk purchases. In fact, what because I said to my publisher, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea for me to just buy like 5,000 copies and then I can now sell them? And they said, yeah, no, it wouldn't work because New York Times bestseller, Amazon bestseller, they all disqualify bulk orders, which are considered more than 9 orders to the same address. So you actually can't do that. So I love the idea that Roger is suggesting the only person who would buy my damn book is me. But thankfully, nearly 4,000 people, a bunch of libraries, tons of independent bookstores have pre-ordered the book, and the book will be out soon. That's the beautiful thing. Okay, It's Just Me says, will Nancy Mace prove she is a biological female every time she goes to the bathroom? I know that this is a joke, or it's snarky, or tongue-in-cheek, but it really gets at a critical aspect of the entire trans bathroom thing. And it's the following. Unless you already know of an individual, like the whole Sarah McBride thing. We know Sarah McBride is trans because it's been announced, it's been widely said, first trans member of the House of Representatives, first trans member of Congress. Great. Unless you know exactly who you're looking for, there are many trans individuals who would not, I want to use the right terms, and I don't totally know what they are. There are many trans individuals who wouldn't be suggestive to anyone in a bathroom that they might have been, that they might have gone through a gender transition. And if that is the case, which it is, the only way to really enforce the rules that Nancy Mace is proposing is you'd need to, I guess, do a genital check. But even that doesn't really work because people who have gender-affirming surgery end up with, I'm so sorry if I'm not using the right terms, but I have the best intentions. They end up with the genitalia that matches their gender identity. Maybe not right away, but if they choose to seek gender-affirming surgery, then they do. So what would it even really prove if you make a trans woman expose herself to prove that she has the right genitals? Are you also going to be asking for original birth certificates? Because many states allow birth certificates to be updated to reflect gender. It's the crux of it is it's just a reminder that all Nancy Mace cares about is Sarah McBride. That's it. Because even with a genitalia check, even with a birth certificate check, it's not going to achieve the thing that Nancy Mace wants, which is, I guess, to force people to use the bathroom that lines up with their birth sex and nothing else, period. It's a complete waste of time. Nancy Mace should try doing something useful for her constituents. Chandler Somberak says, prisoners can't even vote, but a convicted felon can be president, makes less than no sense. In the normal logical world, you're absolutely right. In the world of MAGA, where it's just what's convenient to us, it makes perfect sense to say we can't let the felons vote, but we can let one really big felon be president of the United States. Good luck convincing them otherwise. Okay, DDE Addict said to me, David, I almost unsubscribed when Trump won, being the one person I never wanted to hear about again. You were the only real voice of calm and reason. However, your voice is just so nice to listen to that I have to stay on with your channel. Well, I wish that folks were staying on because they recognize the importance of supporting independent media and building a media ecosystem to challenge that which the right has built. But I'll accept it if you're just sticking around because you like my voice. We'll take it regardless. A view is a view, right? No, I got a lot of messages like these about people saying I was so demoralized. I was really on the verge of just kind of getting out. But I am sticking around, and I appreciate the people that are doing so. And that's why I will see you on the bonus show, and I'll see you right back here on Monday. I've been sleeping on a Helix sleep mattress for years now. Couldn't love it more. Before Helix, I'd just buy whatever generic mattress from a store, thinking they're all basically the same. Turns out I was very wrong. Since switching to Helix, my sleep has improved. Helix mattresses are customized to your needs. I took the 1-minute sleep quiz where I gave input like my height, my real height, not like you know who. My weight, my real weight, not like you know who. My sleeping position, firmness preference, whether I have back pain, whether I run hot or cold. And Helix matched me with the right mattress for my preferences. And it's been a total game changer. My favorite part is it stays cool while I sleep. Most people don't even know what they need in a mattress. And all Helix mattresses come with a 10-year warranty. You also get 100 nights to test it out. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up for free and refund your money, and they'll even remove your old mattress if you want. My audience gets 20% off plus 2 free pillows with all mattress orders when you go to helixsleep.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.